Students, welcome to the class. So today our discussion topic is the biogeochemical cycle. So bio means life, geo means earth, chemicals means chemicals, and cycle means repetition. So in the living being, the cycle of the or the transform of the transportation of the material continuously uh, takes place, okay, and it is repetitive process that is called biogeochemical cycle. Bio means between the live living things, geo means the material which we get from the earth, chemical means it's a chemical cycle in that many chemical processes are involved. So this cycle, this repetition of transforming of material is called biogeochemical cycle. So basically in this cycle what happened, a constant interaction between biotech and abiotic component of the atmosphere make it a dynamic. It means in constant interaction, constant means continuous interaction means when two things communicate with each other, either give and take relation, or when they talk or they share some information, some material, or some knowledge, it is shared, that is called interaction. So this is the kind of interaction between biotic means living things, plants, animal, they are called the living thing, and abiotic component means non-living things. So in our surrounding, in our ecosystem, in our biosphere, what are the biotic component? Plants, animal, insects, birds, these are the biotic component. Abiotic components, soil, air, water, okay, the rain, temperature. So these are the abiotic component, okay. Air, this is the abiotic component. So when they interact with each other, this is called what you can say, this is called biogeochemical cycle. How do they what you can say, interact, how they transfer substances from each other, and that we'll see like whenever we talk about the plants. So plants take carbon dioxide from animals, right? Plant takes CO2 from animals, right? Plant takes CO2 from animals. One second. Plants take CO2 from where? Animals. Okay, now again they release the oxygen, correct? This oxygen again goes to the animal. Again in the animal respiration process takes place. Then again CO2 is given. So this is what? Cycle. Okay, here what are the living being, what are the non-living being? So plants, animal, they are the living components, so we call them biotic component. And the oxygen, carbon dioxide, these are the gases, these are the non-living component, abiotic component. So here what is happening between the non-living and living component, interaction is going on. And here whatever, when plant perform the photosynthesis is the chemical reaction, chemical, here chemical change takes place. And same way in the animals also, when CO2 is released, it is a chemical process, respiration is a chemical process. So that we can say here chemical process taking place, and living and non-living components are interacting each other. That's why this kind of cycle is called biogeochemical cycle. And this is one example. There are many cycles are there in the biosphere. Now biosphere, bio means life, sphere means part of the earth, the part of the earth where life exists, that we call biosphere. Okay, and now this kind of cycles are the what you can say, stable cycle and dynamic cycle. They can be changed on the requirement, and stable, it will be continuous, it will be all whole life, means till then life is there on the earth, this cycle will be continuous. And here what happened, basically transfer of matter. As I told you, matter means material. So carbon dioxide is what? It's a gas, it's a matter, because it occupies the space. It is transferring from animal to the plant. Plants are performing photosynthesis, releasing the oxygen, so oxygen is transferring from plants to animal. And even energy also. Energy, what? Like plant perform the photosynthesis, they prepare food during the photosynthesis, and this food is in the form of starch. This food is in the form of starch. That starch is consumed. Starch means carbohydrate, like rice, wheat, sugar cane, that is potatoes, sweet potatoes. These are used by the animals in the form of carbohydrate. So now carbohydrate is consumed by the animals then or humans, that will digest in the body. Okay, and after digestion it respire and glucose broken down with the help of oxygen, and during this process only what happen, energy is released. Okay, so now plants energy, plant use solar energy for the photosynthesis. Okay, that they store in the form of food, solar energy in the form of food they store, and now this energy is transferring from plants to the animal. So what is happening here, energy is transferring from plant to the animal. That is why this is called biogeochemical cycle, and it is the what, continuous cycle. Here matter is also transferring, like gas and all is transferring, and here energy also transferring plants to animal. Now animals like if you talk about the goat, other animals, cows, they are eaten by the carnivores, the lion, tiger, they eat the other animals. So lion, the goat, cow, they eat the grass. When they eat the grass, they use that energy for their health, for their growth, development, reproduction, walking, and many more activities. They use that energy, and some energy is stored in the form of fat. Okay, that fat is eaten by the lion and all. Lion, tiger, carnivore, what they eat, they eat the other animals, flesh of other animals. From that flesh only they get the energy. So energy is also transferring from sun to the plant, because sun energy means solar energy is used by the plant for the photosynthesis. So sun to the plants, plants to the herbivores like cows, buffaloes and all. Okay, that is transferred to carnivores. So energy also transferring, substances also transferring. That is why here interaction is going on, interaction is uh, taking place between the living and non-living component. That is why it is called biogeochemical cycle. So there are many cycles in this chapter that we are going to discuss.